And welcome in everybody to District Nation as we are here once again for another Washington Nationals series preview. I hope everyone is having a great day as you're tuning into this video whenever you may be tuning into it at any time this week, as the Washington Nationals are going to have the second part of a road trip that takes place in Cleveland. The Nationals will visit the Cleveland Guardians for 3 games in a 3-game series. The Nationals have some good pitchers coming up, but we got a lot to break down in this series preview, a lot to come about, and we're going to start by looking back at the last series. The Nationals play the Braves in a 3-game series, and honestly, I'm going to be honest. I said the Nationals were going to lose the series. I'm going to be completely honest. I said the Nationals were going to lose the series. I did not think they were going to win. Game 1, they did not disappoint me. They lost 5-4. Games 2 and 3, a new team came alive. This wasn't the offense, because the offense, we don't have too many great things to say, but the defense and the pitching came alive. The pitching in general. Let's look here at Game 2. Let's just take a look at it, because it was a unique situation. A one-hitter for this National squad. A shutout and a one-hitter. That was really good for them. They got a one-hitter. They did great. Let's look at the pitching here. Jake Irvin, 5 innings worked, no hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Lowered his ERA to a 5.23. He has been struggling with the ERA just a little bit, because the ERA is a little bit of a problem for him. He gives up a good amount of runs. But that game, that Saturday, he didn't give up any runs. No runs at all. Amazing. No hits. And the sad part is he comes out because of injury in the 6th inning. He goes out to warm up. He throws about 1 pitch, and he goes out for injury, which is really disappointing that we aren't going to get to see him for a little while. He is placed on the IL. We'll talk about the corresponding move of P.J. Pullen in a little bit. We're going to keep talking about this. That was the corresponding move. P.J. Pullen, a closer, called up. Now, Brad Lord comes in after Irvin. The Lord, who expects to probably throw a few innings. 3 innings, 1 hit, which ends up being the only hit of the game, and it was a fluke hit. It was a line drive, looping line drive, barely in the center that just misses Abrams' glove. No runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Lowers his ERA to a 2.83. Wow. That was great for him. So that's 8 innings worked, 1 hit, no runs. And in the 9th, Richard Lovelady comes in for his 4th save of the year. 1 inning worked, no hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. A good outing for all 3 of those guys. They all go to work. They all had a good game. They all exceeded expectations, had an amazing game. I don't think any of us expected Brad Lord, Richard Lovelady, and Jake Irvin to piece together a one-hitter that was 1 inch off from a no-hitter. So these guys were really, really close to a no-hitter, and they just missed it. So the Nationals, they had a really good game pitching-wise that day. Shutout Saturday afternoon with a little rain delay in between. They still got the win. And let's just mention here that Jake Irvin came out after the rain delay. It was about an inning and a half in. He comes out for a second inning of work and works 4 more. So rain delay did not affect him at all. He was ready to go. So good job to the pitching staff on Saturday. The offense really didn't come to play. 7 hits total, 3 runs. We got the runs. That's an important part. And we talked about this, me and PS during the power ranking stream yesterday talked about it. The goal to winning baseball games is to score more runs, and that's what they did. Even if that means 10 runs, even if that means 1 run. The goal is to win the game, and that is scoring more runs. So now, let's go ahead and look at Sunday now. Sunday's game. Sunday game, similar. I'm going to say that it was similar. The pitching came to play again. And it wasn't even the pitching's fault that scorebook says 2-1 now. The Nationals got a really, really good win. The pitching came to play. And the good thing is, Foster Griffin is back, everybody. After 2 shaky starts, he comes back and takes the best team in the league and goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Took the best team in baseball, one of the best offenses in baseball, only behind the Nationals, and took them to town. No runs given up, 3 hits. He humbled them. And then Awesome Andrew comes in, 1.1 innings, 1 hit, no runs, a walk and a strikeout, gets taken out mid-inning, and Varlin finishes off that inning. So we're through 7 now. In the 8th, Varlin starts to work it, we're in the 9th now. Varlin starts the 9th, can't finish it, gives up 2 hits. He ends up getting an earned run. Lovelady comes in, gets 1 out, but then the bases are loaded for Disney, Orlando Revolta. Disney comes in and gets 2 outs, and that's what we needed. No runs given up on his watch. And the Nationals do eventually get it done, and the Nationals took a series from the Braves. Wow, that's what I'm going to say. Good series. They blew me away. The fact that we took that series was amazing, and it shows that this team could be a playoff team. If they were talking about it in chat that if we have a good month of June, if we really have a good month in June, no reason that we can't go out and make the playoffs. As we're only a few games out of the wild card right now, there is no reason the Nationals can't come out and make the playoffs just magically. And it won't even be magic because this team is good. And they're in between something right now. They're in between completely winning mode and still rebuild mode. So you still want the young guys to get a chance. But at the same time, these 25 guys are starting to win games. And it's not like every guy is powerful. Every guy's doing that. We have different roles. Wood fueling the offense. Abrams fueling the offense. Then you got Tena in the 8-hole. Or excuse me, let's go Nunez because Tena's been a really good hitter. Nunez in the 8-hole. Bunting, drawing walks. He usually is a reliable glove. On Sunday, he does make an error in the 9th inning. Nunez would be the one to make the error. But didn't cost us the game. We still won the game. This team pieced together a victory, and they managed to get 2 out of 3 against the Braves. And what if, just what if here, that game, that series is a wild card series against a really good team, the Nationals came to play. And I love it that in the wild card series, we're going to see the 3 best pitchers. So in the wild card, we could possibly see, let's just go hypothetical here, Cavalli wins game 1. Maybe whoever the starter is in game 2 can't win. And then game 3, you have 5 innings worked by Jake Irvin or Foster Griffin. You can piece together starters. Have Foster Griffin do his normal 5 or 6 great innings. Then you get 2 out of Awesome Andrew to the 7th or 8th. Or Andrew works more than that, and you just need 1 inning out of Gus Varland. This is a point where we can actually discuss playoffs. And that is really great that we're in May, and we're actually discussing what are we going to do. Not, oh, who are we trading at this deadline? Who are we getting rid of? What is the team going to add to the point where we're going to be maybe contending at the end of this month? That would be amazing if that could happen. Could it happen? I don't know. Maybe we don't make the playoffs. Maybe that doesn't happen. But we're at that point where maybe it's just a little sliver of maybe. After 2 out of 3 with the Braves, just that series opened my eyes a little bit. That it's possible. It is completely possible that this team can make the playoffs. Looking at the averages a little bit, the averages have fallen just slightly. Looking now at the averages, so in the loss yesterday, Wood's average is down to 254, Mead's at 234, Chaparro just got started, 143 is okay, 258 for Garcia. Garcia, pinch hits, and has a base hit. Good for Luis Garcia Jr. Then, of course, we got Abrams at 289, Cruz at 208, but Cruz starting to find it a little bit offensively. 2-not game, he comes out, he does well, has a home run, he's doing well. Lyle, 266. Lyle's starting to find it, too. He had a triple over the series. Young, sneaky power now. Young's a sneaky, powerful hitter. Nunez, 186. We don't need that from Nunez. As long as Nunez is consistent and stays fast, he still is a league leader in stolen bases, so he's finding his way on. Just looking at Nunez real quickly. Nunez is finding his way on. So that's obvious. He has 14 stolen bases in his last 30. Looking at this season, though. 2026, 22 stolen bases, hitting 186 with a 289 on base percentage. So when he gets on base, he steals. People need to know that. And I don't think we're going to see pitch outs. We don't see pitch outs too much in today's game. Ruiz, 252. Ruiz has found it lately. Ruiz found it offensively. At home, he does much better. So I'm excited to see Ruiz this Friday when we come home to play the Padres. But Ruiz is starting to find it. This team is starting to find it offensively, and the bullpen has found it. The thing is, it's on and off. When the bullpen's good, maybe the offense is the best, but when the offense is great, our pitchers can't seem to back them up. But here, I think it's going to be June. I talked about it today with a few people. June is when it's just going to click. Both are going to be good at the same time. That's when you have our win streak. It's going to be in June. We're just going to come out and start winning games randomly in June, and it could possibly happen. I think it is very possible the Nationals come out in June and just start winning games. It's going to click. I think Foster Griffin goes on a tear. Jake Irvin comes off the IL after rehabbing for a little while. Cade Cavalli fully finds his stride. Zach Little and Miles Michaelis settle in a little bit, as I know they can. Those are good games. I think we're going to have something happen in June. I bet it's going to be June because the weather's going to be nice. We're going to be back at home. We're going to be a good place. That's when we go off. And that is when we pull within 6 or 7 games. I'm not saying it as a joke here. 6, 7, 8 games within the Braves. Anything can happen during that time, and I think it can. So that's just a little bit updates on your series, and we'll look at the standings real quickly in the NL East. The Braves currently hold, right now it is Monday, so the games just got underway on Monday as I film this, but Braves in first at 36-18. The Nationals at exactly 500 at second place. They hold second place. They're not tied for it. They're not below it. They're at second at 27-27. The Phillies 26-27. They're in third. The Marlins 25-29. And in last is still the Mets at 22, 31. Wow, the Nats are in second place. They're holding it. Now we can talk a little bit about this series as we get ready to dive a little bit more deeply into this series with the pitching matchups. Zach Littell, I believe it is Littell. For people say 3-4, 5.83. Coming along lately, he's starting to figure out he just gives up a lot of home runs. That's the one thing on Littell. He's going to give up a lot of home runs, and I think that's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world if he's getting outs. That game where he pitched against, let me get the game up here, it was the Orioles. The Orioles were completely barreling him, but the balls were just barely staying in the park because they were barreling it and the wind was knocking it down. Those situations, that saved him and got him 5 shutout innings. So I think he's good because he did that. And then, of course, game 2, Cade Cavalli. Cade Cavalli settled in his last start. Did absolutely great. So Cade Cavalli, in his last start, let me get it up real quickly, had a great start. I remember that. It was against the Mets. He pitched on the game I was at. He was on a Thursday game where we lost. I believe that was him. Yep. Still a good game from Cavalli. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. Good job from Cavalli in that game because he still only gave up 2 runs. The offense just couldn't get behind him. The offense wasn't behind him at all. So that's the only reason. But he had a gem, 9 strikeouts. He was mowing them down. I was at that game, sat in some really nice seats, so it was cool to see the team do that. So, and then he just needs to settle in because he's found a rhythm now. He started to beat the drum. Now, can the offense get behind him and back him up with some runs? That'd be great. Just give him some run support now because I know when he gets run support, he's a good pitcher. Game 3, Miles Mikolas. Miles Mikolas, I'm going to say here, keep the ball on the ground, buddy. That is the best thing you can do. Just keep the ball on the ground. You're in the Wednesday game. Matinee game in late May. Now settle in. They're probably not going to be a too high scoring game. It's an afternoon game, a weekday afternoon game. Not too many fans there. It's going to be on a school day. I think if he just settles in, pitches to outs, pitches to their bats, lets them get the ground balls, will be good. And Michaelis had a good outing because he did that. I think it was where Lovelady started for him. He did start for him. I think that was Friday's game. He pitched on Friday, yep. He pitched on Friday in the extra inning game. That was Michaelis' start. Lovelady gets the start, but Michaelis goes 5, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. Really pitched to the ground ball, and it worked for him. So Miles Michaelis, keep pitching to the ground ball. I think it's going to work. His ERA is at 6.17, probably one of the highest in the league right now. But he's starting to settle in a little bit. At one point, we couldn't even pray that he would work 5 innings. Now, 5 innings isn't too hard for him. Now let's hope he can settle in. These bad outings happen every so often for a meatball. Meatball isn't throwing as many plain meatballs. He's throwing some spicy meatballs up there. 46.2 innings worked, 31 strikeouts. Doesn't get the strikeout way too often, but he gets the out. That's the important part. And the out doesn't need to be a glorious strikeout. We don't need 10 strikeouts in a game. We love it when Foster Griffin goes out and strikes out 10. We like it when Cavalli strikes out 9, but we don't need that for Michaelis. We just need 4 or 5 good innings, maybe with Lovelady as the starter. One thing about that, Lovelady needs a day off today. Game 1 of this series, do not pitch Lovelady. 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every game he pitched. You have Pullen back up in the bigs. Talk about that for a second, but Pullen's back up. Jake Irvin sent down to the minors. Sent down to the IL. He'll have to rehab maybe in a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so. Jake Irvin sent to the IL. PJ Pullen called up. So the corresponding move was a reliever for a starter. That means a current bullpen arm is going to be a starter. Your 3 options, Mitchell Parker, Brad Lord, and Andrew Alvarez. Whoever they don't pitch during this season, chances are, will get that starting role. Because this starting role is a Friday game. Irvin's scheduled start was Friday. Cavalli goes today. Littell goes on Monday. Cavalli goes on Tuesday. Michaelis on Wednesday. Irvin would hypothetically go on Friday. The fill-in will pitch on Friday. Maybe we get a bullpen game. I would really like it if Andrew Alvarez were given that starting role. Andrew Alvarez being given that role would be amazing. Alvarez has been awesome lately. There's a reason why he has the nickname Awesome Andrew. He has been really good. Awesome Andrew of late has been our best bullpen arm. And he's only been up here for a little while. Why not give him the starting role? We have confidence in him to go along in a game. So far, 4 games, a 1-0 record with a 2.84. 12.2 innings worked, 16 strikeouts. He uses all his pitches, though. When he only goes 3 or 4 innings, he gets up in the pitch count, though. He's striking out guys. They can't hit it. He's using his pitch count. He and Foster Griffin are very similar. They play chess. When they're pitching, I like their styles. So now you got to think, how long can the Nats do it, and who will they pitch? I think this chess thing is working. It's going to last for a while. And a guy like Andrew Alvarez, where it works. I think the Nationals should start Andrew Alvarez this Friday. That is my take, and I hope they listen to me. I hope some Nats executives on here, and they listen to start Andrew Alvarez. Mitchell Parker was never the greatest starter. And the other guy, Brad Lord, last year, decent starter. But Andrew Alvarez, when he came up last year, was good. He comes up this year, he's pretty good. Why not give him the starter role? Why not try it? And that's this Friday, so we'll talk about it for the preview video on Thursday when we put out that preview video. We'll be able to talk about it more. But for now, yeah, that's just my thing. And looks like the Guardians Game 1 lineup was just released. We'll go through this real quickly because Game 1 isn't coming up. So you may be watching this before Game 1. It's going to be Bazana, Ramirez, DeLauder, Hoskins, Manzardo, Martinez, Quan, Bailey, Rocchio for the Guardians in Game 1. That's lineup is yet to be released. Tanner Bibe gets the start for them in Game 1. Game 2 is going to go to Cantillo. That is Joey Cantillo. I'm not going to be calling any of these games, so the names don't matter as much to me. But still, I have to know them. And then Game 3 is Gavin Williams. 3 decent pitchers. So, will the Nationals offense get to them? Game 1, key to victory, is Littell getting the balls staying in the field. If the balls stay in the field for tonight's game, he will win. And he's just got to keep them within the ballpark. Game 2, Cavalli can have a gem. I think it's going to be great. And Game 3, Michaelis. The offense has to get behind Meatball. Meatball is going to need a good offense behind him. Get behind Meatball, help him out, and you'll be good. The other two, I think, Littell, you just got to work into their barrels. Make them not barrel stuff up. Don't give them too many good pitches to hit. Maybe 4 innings is good for tonight. And then the bullpen can take over. Lord and Parker should be good to go. I think Alvarez went 1 in the 3rd yesterday, but you can't use one of them because one of them is getting the start on Friday. So that's just my takes and everything you need to know to watch this series. You got the insights, everything I think that you should know, talking about the recent transactions, everything you need to know for this series. Game 1 is 6:10, Game 2 6:10, Game 3 1:10. Those are Eastern Standard Time times, so those are your times. That is in PM. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's pre-game preview, series preview for this series. We will have another one this Thursday for the 3-game series. Starts on Friday between the Padres and the Nationals back at home for a homestand. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all in that video or on Friday during our live stream. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching the preview series on District Nation.